Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Who's Dev Sports, and we back at it again. This time with another tier list. So this time, I did the NBA teams. I didn't do NFL teams yet because obviously we started middle into the season. I did my MLB team, so now I thought maybe we could shift towards some players. So I just found some 2020 NBA players tier list maker, and these were the categories they had. Obviously, you can see is a good amount of players here. Not everybody, but I mean, we can work with what we have. Pretty much the important ones are here, right? The only one I was looking at that I couldn't really find was Steph Curry. So he's not going to be here. They do have Klay Thompson for some reason, but no Steph Curry. So I don't know, but for right now, this was like the best one I could find. So we're gonna have to deal with this. But I have these categories here. Let me just get some water real quick. So obviously, you see we have top five, superstar, all star. They're good, but not great. And then they're just scrub. Now, based off of looking at this, I, I can tell right away there's not going to be too many scrubs. I can't really sit here and say there's going to be a lot of scrubs. Just based off of looking at this, obviously I'm not into it too much, but I mean maybe one or two. But I can tell that this right here, good not but not great. This is going to be like our main focus. This is going to have the most players for sure. So we'll see where we go from there. I just want to say before I start that this is a ranking of what I think right now. So uh, obviously the season, we're about 2 weeks, I believe, 10 or so ish games into the season. So we've got a good feeling of where everybody is, where everybody ranks. So for right now, this is how I feel. So like you could look at somebody and go, "Oh, but they were an all-star." There's plenty of people on here that were all-stars, but I could say they're in the good but not great category. So we'll see where we go from there, and let's see what we got. So first, I just want to start off by doing the top five. Seems like the easiest one to do. So this is in no particular order, but LeBron, where's Kawhi? Kawhi, where's uh, where's AD? AD's gonna go in there for me. Who else is gonna go in there? I have my top five pretty set. I'm just looking for the specific player. Kawhi. Where's KD? Gonna have KD in there. And this last one is a toss up because I have a couple people in mind, but it's mainly two people that are sticking out for me. But I'll move this person in the top five, and then I'll move the other person in to the superstar. But for top five right now, this is tough. But I'm gonna go with James Harden. I'm gonna go with James Harden. Obviously, I mean, just these five players alone, LeBron still doing it at a tremendous level, year 18. It doesn't look like he's slowing down. He's going to turn it up playoff time. Doesn't really care much about the regular season, but has played every game so far. You got to give him credit there. Kawhi, probably the best two-way player in the league. Can't really argue that. I mean, just great on offense, great on defense. Has something to prove this year after losing down 3-1. I'm up 3-1 to the Nuggets. So we'll see where they go from there. AD, LeBron's partner in crime. Uh, Obviously a tremendous, tremendous player. A guy that'll give you 25 and 10 a night. He's off to a slow start, but I believe he'll pick it up. When you're on a team as stacked as the Lakers, you're gonna see him get some games that you're not used to seeing. Typical AD. But come playoff time, he'll pull himself around. I have every faith in AD, barring injury. KD obviously coming off the Achilles tear. A lot of people had questions, but based off what we've seen, I think it's pretty safe to say that KD is back. He's I'm not gonna say he's 100% KD of old, but I'll say 90%. Like he's pretty much the KD of old at this point. First two games, last two games, I believe 42, and he just hit 42 second game, and the last game he hit a game winner. He had a really nice three against the Bucks. So I mean, pretty much say KD is back. Obviously, let's see how he can do the whole season. He might be in the conversation for MVP. He is in the conversation for MVP this league. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he wins it. And then finally, James Harden. It's funny because uh, two pairs here. Let's just move Kawhi. Let's see. Can I move Kawhi here? Is that not how it works? Oh, I guess. So, there we go. So these two are on the same team, and these two are on the same team, and Kawhi is just by himself. So it's crazy to think that four out of the five, at least two pairs of them are on the same team. James Harden. It was a toss up between James Harden and Luka for me, but I'm gonna go with James Harden. These last two games, he's finally found a place where I believe he's happy. I believe he can shine. It's a stacked team, but obviously Kyrie's not here right now, so it's gonna inflate his stats a little bit more. But these past two games, he's just been ridiculous. He's passing the ball at an extremely high level. So right now, I think this is your top five in the league. Uh, and then we'll just start making our way down from here. I'm trying to think. Do I really see any scrubs in here? Oh no, I clicked my mouse button. I hope it saved it. Yes, it saved it. Thank God. Do I really see any scrubs? Any scrubs? I see. The thing is, I can't really see any scrub. Uh, scrub. I'm sorry. If you guys know me, if any of my friends know me, if there's any player I really hate in the NBA, it's got to be Patrick Beverly. Like, he might be good but not great, but just because I hate him so much, he has to go in the scrub. I've never seen somebody talk as much as this guy, and he just absolutely sucks. Like, I hate Patrick Beverly so much. All he does is run his mouth. He yaps, yaps, yaps 24/7. He plays good defense, don't get me wrong, but he just irritates me. So some of you might have him in the good but not great, but just for my hatred of him, he's going to go in the scrub position. Uh, any more scrubs? No, I really don't see any more scrubs. Like I said, most of the majority of these people are going to go in the good but not great. So, let's get some all-stars on here. Ben Simmons, he's an all-star. Not a superstar. He's not good but not great. Obviously he lacks in shooting, but he does other things to make up for that. Uh, a guy like Blake Griffin. No, Blake Griffin. He's definitely not an all-star. He's definitely not a superstar. He was an all-star a long time ago. But is he a good but not great player, or is he a scrub? I'm gonna have to put him in scrub. Like, I mean, he's probably good but not great, but at where I at where we hold him to be, I don't know if a lot of people hold him to the same standards I do, but I believe Blake Griffin should be at least here. So I don't really know what's happened to Blake Griffin, but this is where I see him for now. Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's going into superstar. Guys, we need to get this man out of Washington. If we really want to see Bradley Beal succeed, get him out of Washington. If you want to see 60 point games a night and losses, well, keep him in Washington. But for right now, we need to get this man out of here. This guy is a superstar. Bam Adebayo, he's an all-star. I mean, he was one last year. Hasn't emerged into a superstar yet. I'll try and go by these a little bit quicker. Derrick Rose, good but not great. Obviously, he probably was in top 5 or superstar years ago, but injuries depleted. Can't really do anything about that. Good but not great. Dennis Schroeder. He could be on his way up to here, but not now. He's on a very stacked team. Brandon Ingram. I'm gonna put him for an all-star for now. Do I think he can get to superstar? Absolutely. But right now he's got to be an all-star. Kobe White. He's good but not great. Nothing proven yet. Carmelo Anthony. Good but not great. Nothing too crazy. Some of these guys I won't even have explanations for because this is just where they belong. Buddy Hield, good but not great. I do believe Buddy Hield can go into this category, the all-star category, but for right now we got to put him right there. Aaron Gordon, good but not great. Andre Drummond, he's an all-star. There's nothing to prove it. I mean, this guy's pretty much just a 2020, a walking 2020. So if that's not an all-star, I don't know. The former #1 pick, Andrew Wiggins, he's good but not great. He's not an all-star yet. I'm actually going to change this to all-star or near all-star. Because Andrew Wiggins, I don't even see him. None of these guys in here I see being near an all-star. So I'll just I'll stick with that. Damian Lillard, he's a superstar. There's no question about it. He's been one of the top point guards in the league, probably the most clutch shooter in the NBA. Chris Paul, ooh. Is Chris Paul a superstar? No, I don't think Chris Paul's a superstar. I really don't. I saw what he did with the Thunder last year. He was an MVP candidate, but I don't think Chris Paul was a superstar. Giannis, Ooh. Mm. I'll come back to Giannis. Jamal Murray. He's an all-star, near all-star. He probably will be a superstar one day, but I can't put him there just yet. Colin Sexton, he's good but not great. Clint Capella, he's good but not great. C.J. McCollum, he's an all-star. D'Lo, he's all-star, near all-star. Gallinari, he's good but not great. Bogdanovich, he's good but not great. John Morant, obviously he hasn't been an all-star yet, but you can see that he's near all-star potential. He's been out. He's had an injury, but he should be near that all-star conversation. Danny Green, he's good but not great. De'Aaron Fox, he's been an all-star, or I don't know if he's been an all-star, but he's definitely near all-star potential. A lot of people think he's not good. De'Aaron Fox is good, guys. Just check his stats. DeMar DeRozan, all-star and near an all-star. He's starting to. A lot of people are saying he's starting to fall down, but he's actually having a really good season for the Spurs. So we'll see where you go from there. Devin Booker, he's a superstar in my opinion. Obviously, the numbers haven't been showing it this season because the Phoenix team is really stacked. But if you put that, obviously we saw what he did last year with no Chris Paul. So sorry, I keep yawning, but this is where I would put Devin Booker right now. Sabonis is just a monster. There's nothing more that can really be said. Devontae Graham, he's good but not great. Donovan Mitchell. Would I put Donovan Mitchell in the same tier with these three players right here? Based off what he did in the playoffs last year, yes. But then if I put him in based off what he did in the playoffs last year, then I'd have to put Jamal Murray up here. So for right now, I'm gonna leave because regular season. This is tough. No, I'm gonna leave them right there. I feel confident enough to say they belong right there. Draymond. Draymond's tough. Is Draymond? Come back to that. Bledsoe, he's good but not great. Fournier, good but not great. Van Vliet. Is Van Vliet near an all-star? That's the question. Put him here for now. George Hill. George Hill. George Hill's good but not great. Dragic. Dragic was an all-star, but he hasn't. He's not been playing like an all-star. He did play like an all-star in the playoffs last year, but his start to the regular season has been pretty bad. Jaren Jackson Jr. okay but not great. Jaylen Brown is that all-star, near all-star. He could potentially jump into this tier right here, but for right now, I think he's fine right there. He's a superstar, Jason Tatum. Can't say much about it. Future of the Celtics franchise. Jimmy Butler, superstar. Embiid, superstar. Can't really much be said. Karl Anthony Towns. Let's just put Kemba in all-star for now. Karl Anthony Towns. I wouldn't put him in the same category as a Joel Embiid or with any of these other guys. Right now, I think he's an all-star. John Wall. Normally, I would have put John Wall right here, but based off his start to the season, it's really solid. I wouldn't say he's 100% back from his injury, but I think it's safe to say you can put him right here for now. Drew Holiday, all-star, near all-star. Josh Richardson, you can go here. Kelly Oubre, you can go here. Joe Ingles, you can go here. Kendrick Nunn. Obviously had a great rookie year last year. Didn't play an ounce in the playoffs and is not playing at all this year. Not playing pretty much that good. So he's going to go in the scrub category for me, Kendrick Nunn. For those of you, look up the stats, guys. Kendrick Nunn didn't play an ounce in the playoffs last year. Didn't play a drop. And this year, not off to a good start. So right now, he's a scrub. Klay Thompson, when healthy, he's going to go right here. He's a part of this tier. Kevin Love, good but not great. Once an all-star, probably once top 5, probably once superstar. But right now, Kevin Love's going to be right here. Kristaps, all-star. Kuzma, good but not great. Kyle Lowry, all-star. That's easy. I'll save that one for last. Towards the end. LaMarcus Aldridge, good but not great. Marketing, good but not great. Lonzo, good but not great. Lou Williams, good but not great. Luka Doncic, he's a superstar. Pretty easy for me. Malcolm Brogdon, I believe he's on his way to All-Star. If you look at his stats right now, he's probably one of the best point guards in the league. Just look at what he's been doing. Fultz, sad to see him injured, but before that, he was good but not great. Montrezl Harrell, same thing. Jokic, superstar, easy. Siakam, All-Star. Paul George, that's tough. Give me a sec with that. Rubio, good but not great. Gobert, All-Star. Westbrook, elite. Obviously, triple-double every night. You see where he is. Team success, not so good, but RJ Barrett, good but not great. SGA, I believe he's near All-Star if you look at what he's doing with the Thunder. His stats are obviously going to be inflated because there's nobody else on the Thunder. Oh, there's Steph Curry. Stats are going to be inflated because there's nobody else on the Thunder, but he's on his way to All-Stardom. Steph Curry, he's a superstar, right next to his Splash brother. They're both superstars. Terry Rozier, he's right there. Spencer Dinwiddie, sorry for the injury, but you're right there. Tyler Hero, good but not great. Same thing with Steven Adams, Trae Young, Victor Oladipo. Based off what I've seen, All-Star near All-Star. Zach LaVine, All-Star near All-Star. Zion's tough, but he's an All-Star near All-Star. If you've seen him this season, he's putting up great numbers. Now, these four are what I had a tough decision with. Paul George. See, the thing about Paul George is regular season, I do put him with these guys. But playoffs. Seeing as how I didn't take into playoff consideration Jamal Murray or Donovan Mitchell, because they've only had one playoffs, so I can't really go off one playoff. They need to do it consistently. So I was just about to second guess myself, but Paul George, based on you not showing up in the playoffs year after year after year, I'm going to put you in All-Star. A lot of you might be mad at me in the comments, but until I see him show up in the playoffs at least once, especially for this Clippers team where he should be showing up, he's going to go into All-Star for me. Giannis, if I'm going to hold Paul George to that standard, I'm going to hold Giannis to the same standard. Until I see Giannis show up in the playoffs and actually lead the Bucks to something, I'm not calling Giannis a superstar. I am sorry. Giannis is not going to be held to the same standard as a Nikola Jokic, as a Jimmy Butler, who knocked them out. So sorry. Kyrie, Draymond, All-Star. We gotta show him some respect, but we'll see. Maybe he's on the decline. And then Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I think Kyrie Irving goes in superstar. I mean, talent. I mean, just skill-wise, he's in the same level as all these guys. So, yeah, that's my updated. I mean, this is my NBA players tier list. Obviously, we got the top 5. Our superstars, our all-stars or near all-stars are good but not great. So, obviously, we have a lot of those. I don't think any person in here really deserves to be in here. I mean, if you had to ask me, do I really see anybody that thinks is a near all-star here? No, not at all. Maybe Aaron Gordon, maybe near all-star, but not even. That's shooting it. And then scrubs, these 3. I mean, obviously Patrick Beverly because I hate him, but that's where we're going from here, guys. This is my updated tier list. Make sure you guys leave comments. Tell me who you would move. Tell me if you think my top 5 is right. If you have somebody else in the top 5, I read you guys' comments. I like hearing you guys' opinions. I wanted to hear you guys' takes on this. So comment, like, subscribe, and as always, see you guys next time. And thanks for watching.